In 2007, I was actually diagnosed with a very curable non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. But after countless rounds of radiation and chemotherapy, I was declared incurable in 2008, and then finally terminal in 2009. I've actually had 7 PET scans. I guess I've become a bit of a poster boy for PET scans. Each and every PET scan was important to myself, of course, and to my healthcare team. But I think it's important to take you to my 7th PET scan, which is the most memorable to me and my family. We were using PET scans, of course, to help stage the cancer, to help the radiation oncologist target the radiation therapy, and also to, of course, to keep track of the effectiveness of the chemotherapy and the radiation. So I was actually in Denver, Colorado for my 7th PET scan. Actually, I had gone to Denver for 4 PET scans. We were searching out, at the time, of course, we had to pay for the PET scans, and Denver turned out to be the most inexpensive and actually the best technology at the time. Thanks to Sam Bruno and many others now, of course, PET scans are covered by OHIP, which they weren't at the time, so that's wonderful. But we were in Denver at the time. So it actually was July 19th, 2011, and it was actually 2 days before my 39th birthday. And things actually were going well. At this point, we knew we were actually on the right track. The treatment I was doing seemed to be working, but we'd been at this point before where we thought things were going well, and then it turned out to get negative results. But the doctor walked in with the report, and on the top it said "amazing," and he gave me a big hug and said, "Terry, there's no more active lymphoma." Actually, it didn't click in. I didn't understand. He said, "There's no more cancer." So that was such a wonderful moment, but the moment I cherish the most is the moment that I called my wife. Now, my wife had been with me for every single scan or a doctor's appointment, but of course she couldn't travel to Denver with me. So I knew she was waiting by the phone. So of course I called her, and she answered on the first ring, and I was so overwhelmed by emotion that actually I couldn't talk. So after a moment of this, she started to freak out. "What's wrong? Terry, what's wrong?" Finally, I said, "It's gone. The cancer is gone." Now that's a moment that I cherish, and I think about all the time, and then every time I think about it, it gives me great emotion. And I love to share that moment to other cancer patients, to anyone going through it, family and friends, because it's a great moment to share. I want people to feel that moment if they're going through cancer, to feel what that moment will feel like when they're told that they're cancer-free, when they have the opportunity to tell their family. And that's why I'm up here and talking about it, and that's one of the main reasons we wrote the book. To me, there are 2 main issues here. I mean, making people travel all the way to Toronto, sick people travel all the way to Toronto sucks. But Sudbury has a world-class hospital. We have a world-class cancer center. We have some of the best doctors and researchers in the world. There's no reason why we shouldn't have the best diagnostic tool in the world. I think the number one reason I beat my cancer was my determination and the resolve of my family and friends. And I see that same determination in this crowd, and of course with the San Bruno family. And you need to keep up that fight, you need to keep up that determination, and keep fighting until we get that PET scan. Thank you.